I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to hang. That looks so good. Does baby already have a name? Welcome back to another weekly vlog. I just got ready because we are headed to Outside Lands. Last year we went for one day and this year we're going all 3 days, which is kind of crazy because I'm pregnant and I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to hang, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Rowan, Post Malone, and Shabuzi. We're going in early today to see him. It's only 2 p.m. and we're about to head out because he performs at 3 or 3:30. It is a beautiful day in the city. It's actually quite warm, but I know going into Golden Gate Park, it always is kind of like foggy and misty. So I have like a nice leather jacket, and my goodness, trying to figure out Outside Lands outfits was so hard, but I'm just wearing a Skims top and then some parachute pants. If you love these SF vlogs, hit that like button. If you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe down below. Share this with one of your friends who went to Outside Lands or now wants to go to Outside Lands, and let's get on into the vlog. Made it in. Outside Lands day 2. So excited to see Sabrina Carpenter. We just got here. It's about 6 o'clock and she comes on at 8:30. So yeah, go in, have some dinner, and then see Sabrina. Today's little OOTD fur coat, Skims, and then these like loose cargo pants that I got from Gap. Super comfy, and it's been hard dressing the bump, but I'm making it work. Let's go. Is it video?
Video.
Guys, I've been, I kid you not, so freaking tired this week. We had the best time at Outside Lands this past weekend. I can't believe I went to all 3 days pregnant, like pretty pregnant. Because it's in SF, I feel like it's not as bad because it's in our city. We can go in later, and then coming home, you get to come back to your own home. Outside Lands ends earlier than most other festivals, which is really great. Saw Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel Rowan, Teddy Swims, who I loved. I'm now such a huge fan of him. I had heard some of his songs before, but I just didn't realize that that was Teddy Swims, and he was incredible live. Truly, you have to be such an artist to be even better live, and he really was. He just sang with so much soul. I'm such a huge fan now. Also loved Knock 2. He was so much fun. More like EDM DJ. I had the best time just dancing there with my sister. It was very cold. Friday and Sunday were freezing. Friday I had wanted to stay for Griffin and I was like, this is too much. And Sunday I was kind of hoping to stay for Kate Trinata, and I was way too cold too. Tim was literally taking off his jacket to give it to me. He was just wearing a t-shirt. I felt so bad, but I was freezing. So if you're planning on going to Outside Lands, just dress super warm, like warmer than you would think, because it just gets so freaking cold. The wind, the mist, it's a lot. I will say we went pretty hard Saturday night because we really went in just for Sabrina Carpenter, and then Michelle, my sister, and all her friends were like, okay, wait, what are we doing after this? And so we actually went clubbing. We went to Hawthorne, which I had never been to before. It was really fun. They had good music. It was a good vibe in there, and they were so nice. They let me order McDonald's because I was ravenous. But that night we didn't sleep until 3 a.m. and I think that screwed me over because I was so tired Sunday, and I feel like it's just carried on throughout the week. Starting to think about what my postpartum is going to look like. One of the things that I really care about is my postpartum meal plan. In Asia, it's really normal for about a month to eat like certain foods that are really good for healing your body, helping with breastfeeding, all that good stuff. I found 2 different postpartum meal plans. One is like super Asian, and they're also really booked out. My mom found them. I'm gonna do their like 1-day trial in September. The other one I actually have here. It's called Chiyo. This is their meal plan. So I'm doing the 1-day trial today. Let me show you guys. This is everything. Breakfast is this tofu quinoa luga. I've never heard of luga before, but I guess it's a savory porridge from the Philippines, similar to congee and juk. Looks good. Okay, let's try it out. Wow, this smells really good. It also said you can add their chili oil in this little seasoning, so I'm definitely gonna do that. It's pretty solid. It's really yummy. I like all the like Asian flavors in it. I just took a shower. I'm gonna drink my little morning tonic. This is ginger and goji berries. It tastes exactly like that. Really so warming. Just a little hint of spiciness from the ginger, and you can taste kind of the sweetness of the goji berry. It's really good. This is lunch. This is a ginger kimchi scallion noodle soup. I love noodle soup, so I'm super excited for this. I've been looking forward to eating this, and I feel like it's gonna taste really good. So let's heat it up. Feels like it's very healthy. I would have preferred if it was a little bit saltier and spicier. There's tofu, bok choy, kimchi, parsnips, and some glass noodles. It's 4 p.m. I am gonna have a little something before dinner. So this is the ginger turmeric bone broth. It has ginger, which is good for digestion, turmeric, which has anti-inflammatory properties, shiitake mushrooms, which has natural vitamin D to help regulate mood and support immunity, and dulce, which is a type of seaweed and a great source of iodine, magnesium, calcium, and protein. Wow. This is how the cubes look. Tastes like pho broth, just without the salt. I think it tastes better with some salt, but I feel like it's probably healthier to not add it, so I'm gonna just drink it as is. Dinner time. I am having red lentil curry over purple cabbage brown rice with beef stir fry. That's how it looks. I wouldn't say I'm normally a lentil curry kind of girl, but it smells quite good. Let's try some of the beef. I like that this has beef and lentils because it feels like it's a lot of protein. I like the flavors though. We'll probably add some hot sauce. This is the last thing for the night. They are ube coconut cakes, wheat rice flour, chickpea flour, coconut sugar, coconut milk, egg, ube yam, baking powder, and salt. I heated some up right here. Yes, dipping it in some maple goji syrup. Bomb.
And you said just whatever feels natural there, and then slowly coming down.
Okay.
And then after your 3rd breath, slowly walk your hands back to the base of the sofa, and then right up into a high kneeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then to get out,
yeah,
except like this.
Yeah, kind of like the principle of getting out of the car.
So I feel like this vlog has been a little chaotic, but that's my life right now. We met with my doula earlier. I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos that we hired her, or we were planning on hiring her, and we finally did. So we've had 2 sessions with her, and I think we have 2 more. And then when I give birth, she's gonna be there the entire time. I can get into all of that in a separate video if you guys are interested. But what I really wanted to do was sit down and do a little chit chat while I get ready. I'm heading out to our 4th OB appointment. This is also the gestational diabetes test, which I feel a little bit anxious for. I want to film the entire process of doing the gestational diabetes thing. I feel like a lot of girlies on TikTok post it, so I thought I would too. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I'll put the links down below. Anyways, I really wanted to take this time to just catch up, and I asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions for me, and you guys sent in a bunch. So let's go through a few of them. So first question, how's the new job. If you guys didn't know, I started a part-time job for an influencer marketing agency. I really enjoy it. It's a nice balance to just like doing my own thing, being a full-time content creator. I really love the company and the culture. I think the CEO is super smart. I have a great manager. Only work 2 days a week and both of those days are in office. So it's pretty fun to go into the office and mingle with people. Most of my coworkers are pretty young, so that's fun too. Work that I'm doing too is really interesting because it kind of ties in what I do as a content creator and also my business background. I do love being able to like use kind of both sides of my brain. Along those same lines, I got some questions on what I want to do with my career once I have baby. So would I want to be a stay-at-home mom? Constantly weigh like the pros and cons. I'm so used to that almost being my default because that's what my mom was. But at the same time, I really love what I do. And I think the beauty of now not being fully in corporate, having kind of like a part-time corporate role, but also like owning my own business as a content creator, I think that allows me the flexibility. Now I kind of feel like I can do both. I can be a stay-at-home mom, but still work. Do you ever see yourself moving out of the city? Yes. So me and Tim, we both grew up in South Bay. I think eventually that's where we'll end up. Think about like having more kids. We'll probably need, you know, a larger home than what we have now, and also like proximity to the grandparents. I do think it'd make more sense for us to be in South Bay, but at least for the next couple years, we'll still be in SF. I do love the city so much, and I just love how easy it is to get around, to see your friends, the amazing restaurants, and there's just always something happening in the city, which I love. I also got a bunch of pregnancy questions, of course. Will I be using a postpartum nanny and following strict confinement? I did seriously consider a postpartum nanny, but like I mentioned, my mom is just an hour away, so she's gonna come stay with us the first month and help take care of me, help with baby. And in terms of like the strict confinement, I definitely want to eat more of the like traditional confinement meals, but in terms of like not leaving home for like 30 days or not washing your hair, that type of confinement rules, I don't think I'll be following. How is Chiyo? I'm trying to find a postpartum meal service too. As you guys saw earlier, I did the full day trial. I thought it was good. It was definitely very convenient. I feel like they give you a lot of food. I don't think it's enough for you and your husband. I really like the Asian influence, and all the ingredients they use seem to be really good. I think for me, I still prefer more like traditional Chinese meals. So I think I'm gonna test out the other meal plan and compare. I'll do a full video too on TikTok, probably talking through both meal plans. Any strange cravings during your pregnancy so far? Honestly, nothing super strange. What Tim and I found to be really like interesting and kind of funny is I've been craving everything that he likes to eat. Not things that I didn't like per se, but just not necessarily things that I would prefer. But now it like really hits the spot. Does baby already have a name? And yes, he does. We've been calling him by it. Had a list of names that I liked before I even got pregnant, which I think is really helpful because then when you start thinking about names, it's like you already have half the work done for you. Okay, and lastly, I got some luxury questions. What is the next Hermes wish list bag? I would love the Mini Kelly. I don't know how possible it is, but that is definitely one I'm really aiming for. Any VCA or Hermes jewelry pieces that are appealing to you. Just got the chain d'encre ring. I also love the chain d'encre necklace. Also the farandole necklace. For VCA, just the same pieces that I've been eyeing. I like just the gold necklace. What are you guys eyeing on your wish list? Go comment down below what bags, jewelry you're eyeing for the year. Maybe it'll give me some inspiration. Just got back from the hospital, did the glucose test. It went okay. I was so anxious and nervous leading up to it. A lot of girls on TikTok were saying it tastes really bad, you feel uncomfortable, and a lot of people say they don't pass. I don't have my results yet, but I actually feel fine, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I also didn't realize you're supposed to actually show up earlier for it, or we were supposed to, because after you drink the drink, you have to wait a whole hour. What they did for us was they scheduled our OB appointment during that hour, so timing wise it'd be perfect and we wouldn't just be sitting there idly with nothing to do. But I didn't show up until at my appointment time. I was in such a rush. I like checked in and then booked it to the lab, and thankfully there was no wait, and I chugged it so fast. and it really didn't taste that bad, which kind of tasted just like a flat Sprite. Hopefully the results come back normal. So yeah, if you're also like me and you're seeing all this content and you're getting really worried for the test, don't be, it'll be okay. It really doesn't taste that bad. Just remember to like eat and drink a lot of water before. I wish I drank more water because I didn't realize I couldn't drink that entire hour while you're waiting. So just eat beforehand, drink your water, and you'll be good. That looks so good. So we just picked up dinner from Huang. It's a really, really good Indian spot in the city. Tim actually introduced it to me, but normally I'm not much of an Indian food girl, but recently I have had the strongest Indian food craving. So this is about to hit so hard. Hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, like if you like SF vlogs, subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and share this with one of your friends. And I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.